Kusanagi no Tsurugi. This sword is a legendary Japanese sword that is one of the 3 imperial regalia of Japan. Though it is an imperial regalia, it has not actually been shown to the public. Kusanagi was originally called Ame no Murakumo no Tsurugi, which means Sword of the Gathering Clouds of Heaven. It was given to Amaterasu, a major deity in Shinto religion, by her brother Susanoo, who got the sword from an 8-headed serpent called the Yamato no Orochi. How he got the sword was all by chance. I have talked about the relationship of Amaterasu and Susanoo in another video, and this event happened during Susanoo's exile from Takamagahara, aka Heaven. When Susanoo was exiled from heaven, he descended to earth alone. On earth, he encountered a family grieving because 7 of the family's daughters had been eaten by an 8-headed serpent. The family went to Susanoo for help, who was probably lounging at a shrine that was made for him, as he is the Shinto god of sea and storms. They told him that they were afraid that even their last daughter would be taken away, as the Orochi was coming very soon. Hearing this, and from some sources, he was smitten by the 8th daughter, Kusanagi Hime, so he went straight to the snake and attacked it, but he failed and had to retreat. So he devised a plan. The plan consisted of getting the Yamato no Orochi to get drunk. So drunk, it would pass out, which it did, and that's when Susanoo killed it. When Susanoo was carving on one of the tails, he found something hard inside. It wasn't a bone, but it was a sword. That was the Ame no Murakumo no Tsurugi, which he later gave to his sister Amaterasu, and his exile was then pardoned. How the sword got back to Earth happened around 110 BC. It was believed that the sword was given by the goddess Amaterasu to Yamato Takeru, who was the son of the Emperor Keiko. In one of the stories, Yamato Takeru was on a hunting trip and rebels set fire to the dry grass around him. The prince was in danger. He tried to run for the only gap but was too late, and the smoke and fire rushed along with great speed. In panic, he began cutting the grass with his sword. This is when he found out that whichever direction he swung his sword, the wind would change to that direction. For example, if he swung to the left, wind would come from the right. If he swung to the front, the wind would come from the back, and so on. So with this newfound power, he turned the tables. He used the wind to manipulate the flame straight back to the rebels. Since then, the sword was named Kusanagi no Tsurugi, which means grass-cutting sword.